This story is a timeless adventure set on the planet Nova in the Pinwheel Nebula Galaxy. Get ready to explore the mysterious adventures of the universe together. Have a great time. Once upon a time in a snowy village, there lived two children named Gerda and Kay. These two friends loved each other very much and played together every day. Gerda was Kay's neighbor, and even in the early morning, they smiled at each other from their windows. Kay was like a brother to Gerda. In this snow-covered village in winter, their life was a fairy tale of happiness. The inhabitants of this village were aware of the existence of a long-forgotten fairy tale. It was said that an evil queen called the Queen of Snows ruled and covered everything with ice and snow. This queen had a magic mirror. The specialty of the mirror was that it made everything good and beautiful look ugly and bad. But this was just a fairy tale, and the children did not take it very seriously. One day, the magical mirror of the Snow Queen broke far away from the village. Pieces of the mirror were scattered all over the world by the wind. One of these shards went into Kay's eye and the other into his heart. Kay suddenly changed. Kay, who used to be cheerful and loving, was now a grumpy and rude child. Gerda noticed this change, but she could do nothing about it. Kay was even mean to Gerda. Kay's change caused great sadness in the village. Gerta. Kay, what's wrong? Why are you being so cold? One day, the Snow Queen came to the village. She had a carriage made of ice, and this carriage came down to the village with a cold wind. The queen took Kay away in her icy carriage. There was no emotion left in Kay's eyes. Gerda looked helplessly after Kay. The queen and Kay had disappeared. Gerda decided to go on a long journey to find and rescue Kay. She put on a thick coat and picked up a small bag. As she traveled through the snow, Gerta's heart was filled with love and courage. First, she came across the house of an old sorceress. This woman wanted to erase Gerta's memories, but Gerta managed to remember Kay and continued her journey. Forget your troubles, little one. Stay here and rest forever. Gerta. No, I must find Kay. During her journey, Gerta met a prince and a princess. The prince and princess wanted to help Gerta. They gave her warm food and a place to rest. However, they were unable to find Kay. Prince, rest here, dear Gerta. We will help you as best as we can. Princess, don't lose hope, Gerta. Your love for Kay will guide you. Gerda set off again. This time she met a group of bandits. The bandits thought Gerda was carrying something valuable and caught her. But the bandits had a little girl. This little girl took pity on Gerda and tried to help her. Bandit leader. What's in the bag, girl? Hand it over. Little bandit girl. Don't worry, I'll help you. Come with me. The little bandit girl took Gerda north to the palace of the Snow Queen. Gerda finally reached the palace. The palace was made entirely of ice and was very cold. Gerda saw that everything inside the palace was cold and dark. The Snow Queen was sitting on a big throne, and Kay was standing next to her. There was no emotion in Kay's eyes. Gerda approached Kay and warmed her heart with her tears. Gerta. Kay, it's me. Gerda, please come back. The mirror pieces in Kay's heart melted. Kay recognized Gerda again and returned to his old self. Kay. Gerda. I remember now. Thank you. But the story didn't end there. As Gerda and Kay were preparing to leave the palace, a beam of light emanated from the palace walls. This light suddenly transported Gerda and Kay to another world. This was the real kingdom of the Snow Queen. Here, everything was alive and bright. The Queen of Snows was not really an evil queen. She was under the influence of magic, and Gerda's love had broken the spell. Gerda and Kay lived happily in the new world. Here, all living things were grateful to them. Gerta's courage and love had saved not only Kay, but an entire kingdom. Gerda and Kay, together forever. Together they were never separated and lived happily ever after.